Terror, war, famine, revolution, sex, pain, death, humiliation, and more. We've got the latest footage. Time is a lie, history a joke, now is all the life you ever get. Right after this message from our sponsor. New mind-reading science will not be used by scientists to read minds. Honestly, huh? Hello, momentary perception. Welcome to the fucking news. I'm trudging through the tundra, mile after mile. Here are the headlines tonight. On the fucking news tonight, we've got all the latest footage from around the world of whatever it is that's happening. We'll tell you all about what it is that's happening and show you all the footage right now, because we know that's what you came here for. Here's our telling you what is happening while we show you the footage correspondent, voiceover, with the story. The latest footage is just in. It was filmed somewhere when some stuff was happening, and now I'm telling you all about it. We've got the latest hotshots from the world's greatest armed conflicts. We've got revolution, insurgency, tyranny, civil disorder. We've got riots, civil war, infighting, and terrorism, whatever that is. Ha ha ha! We've got earthquake, tsunami, volcano, flood, mudslide, and insect plague. We've got flybys on all the most awesome weaponry on Earth going bang, bang, fucking bang. We've got drone strikes, bomb strikes, cruise missiles, RPGs, IEDs, 50 cal, 30 mil, 1,000-pound bunker busting firefight mayhem. Oh my lord, I'm getting a stiffy. We've got celebrity knicker scandal, broken marriage, tits out starlet boob job. We've got death by the bucket load, shed load, cart load, more death than we could show you with a dedicated 24-hour channel and a billion YouTube hits. We've got fields of rotting humans stretching to the horizon, starving to death slowly in their hundreds and thousands every night in HD, 3D color, 365, 24/7. Oh yeah, baby. We've got the scattered limbless bodies of women, children, and men, streets flowing with rivers of blood, butchered bodies, fleshy lumps, and charred corpses. We've got spurt, so much spurt. We've got the scores, the winners, the losers, and the balls they played with. We're live, online, wall to wall, and our reporters bring you the inside story from around the world, all day, all night, tomorrow, and the next day, for the rest of your life. Yes, this is the latest footage, not just the bang bang and the body count, but this is what's happening, this is where it's at. The cresting wave of reality, served up in a vast stream of meaningless, never-ending, rolling narrative. Yes, we've got the latest footage, and we'll tell you what's going on. And if you don't like the mainstream, no problem. Pick any stream you want. Alternative news? Yes, we've got the latest footage of Occupy, police brutality, secret meeting, leaked report, chemtrail, giant hidden planet, UFO, alien on the moon, secret government, free energy, spiritual awakening, and other dimensional beings. We've got Masonic, Vatican, Illuminati, handshake, corporate logo proof that evil Satanist Jews rule the world and want to stay rich. We've got a host of authors, researchers, activists, and commentators to tell you all about whatever it is that's happening. We've got experts, consultants, professors, community leaders, spokespersons, and local people. We've got interviews with many of the people in the latest footage, where we ask them to tell us what is happening so we can tell you what is happening. We've got sexy presenters, young presenters, old presenters, statesman-like presenters, chummy double acts, co-anchors, teams, and special correspondents, all of whom will show you the footage and tell you what's happening. All of this and more, so you can be incredibly well informed. Don't touch the dial, don't look out your window, it's all right here in the latest footage. In other news, an Amazonian tribe has been discovered that has no abstract concept of time, say researchers in Brazil. The Amundawa lack the linguistic structures that relate time and space, as in our idea, for example, of working through the night, or working all day, or working till lunchtime, or working till you're 65, or working till the weekend. The study in language and cognition shows that while the Amundawa recognize events in time, such as we're eating, we're fishing, we're collecting nuts, we're singing, we're dancing, we're shagging, and we're sleeping, so on and on. Time does not exist for them as a separate concept, as in you work until you die, you fight until victory, compound interest, quarterly returns, annual growth, monthly dividends, etc. blah blah blah. Some scientists think this may be because time is a lie, the unreal reflection of eternity, the abstract of language, the tyranny of thinking there is future or was past. There is now. There is another now, but there never is then. There never was or ever will be a future, and the past is not available, storable, or retrievable in any way, shape, or form, save as the human imagination's ability to conjure either of them out of nothing. So, where are we now? We might say, here we are again, but the Amondawa would say, here we are. Researchers in America have demonstrated a striking method to reconstruct words based on the brainwaves of patients thinking of those words. The technique, reported in PLOS Biology, relies on gathering electrical signals directly from patients' brains. Based on signals from listening patients, a computer model was used to reconstruct the sounds of words patients were thinking of. The method may in future help comatose and locked-in patients communicate. Yes, if it could do that, maybe it could just, iron out a few creases in the interrogation of terror suspects, just for national security. Oh, and think of the money it could save law enforcement with all those expensive trials. Hey, you know what? Who would even need a trial if we could just read everybody's mind? Then we'd know who was going to do bad things before they did them. Wouldn't that be great? Just for the protection of the public and easing of the public budget. Wow. But no. Scientists say they have no plans to develop the technology in that direction. Well, if scientists say they don't want to do it, that's fine. I'm sure science has never come up with anything ever that was really nasty, destructive, hurtful, or damaging. Stuff that violent psychopathic rulers put to use on their populations or the people of other lands. Yeah, that never happens. Okay, cool, Mr. Scientists. We'll just spend billions so we can find out what comatose crash victims are thinking. 'Cause we really need to know that. I can't imagine what a comatose crash victim is thinking. Well, maybe, ow, and it hurts. Or, shit, what happened? But, if only they could be heard, the money developing this shit would be paid back in, eventually. Well, after some time, I guess. Too.
Gangsta rap, yeah. Heard about the O's, bitches, and the crack. Hear you from the ghetto and your mama's on the game. I heard that your style is repeating your name. Shit, I hear it's all about keys and G's. And you nine, you ride, you crib, your homie. I hear that you are so down with the hoes. You would probably smoke an ounce of this bud if you could. The bombs I'm dropping gonna cap your ass. 'Cause I'm gonna tell the whole world how to grow grass. Get a seed and you water it. Make sure it is a female sensibilia, it's a shit. Get a seed and you water it. There are people on Google who will mail you this shit. Get a seed and you water it. 400 watts of sodium light should shine on it. Oh yeah. Get a seed and you water it. Coming from another planet's cloning it. I saw your video on MTV.
You better check out my fucking bitches.
But you were the biggest pussy I could see. Ass shaking in your face, a ragga style.
That's right.
But if you didn't have a dollar, they would all run a mile. Look out now, be careful not to upset.
Man, what's happening?
Your producer or any record company exec.
Let's go for the money, man.
'Cause your mind's on your money and your money on your mind. Tell us how it was in the hood one more time. Heard a lot of hip hop and gangster rap.
Yeah.
Heard about the O's and the bitches and the crap. But the bombs I'm dropping gonna cap your ass. 'Cause I'm gonna tell the whole world how to grow grass. Get a seed and you water it. Why buy it any moment? Do it in the world and make sure it is your real. Here's the science, it's not complicated. To produce flowers, the plant must be persuaded. Summer is over, so winter simulated. You time your lights, so it will be created. After 8 weeks, you will be elated.
Illegal drugs are the second biggest business on planet Earth. The biggest business is the arms trade. To make money from the arms trade, you need conflict and war, and you need people to hate each other. No one will buy your guns and bombs if peace and understanding reign across the world. Trade in illegal drugs makes $400 billion a year. I didn't make that figure up, the UN gave it to me. Drugs only make that much money because you want them and they're illegal. Try making celery illegal and see who gives a fuck. Coffee, tobacco, beer, whiskey, these drugs are legal because there has to be something fun for the masses to do, right? I mean, it would be a hard-faced, puritanical, fascist regime that didn't let its minions do something to alleviate the boredom at the weekend. Back to work, scum, and no changing your state of mind when you get home. Live to work and die in misery. Ha 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 ha! That's not gonna go down too well, is it? Or is it? $400 billion a year? There must be lots of us on drugs. You're probably on drugs. And so are you. Drugs from all over the world for all kinds of states of mind. Drugs to keep you up. Drugs to put you down. Drugs to get you up again. Drugs to make you feel. Drugs to take away the feeling. $400 billion. There's got to be a whole lot of smoking, snorting, shooting and popping going on. Unless there's 400 people each paying $1 billion a year for their habit. Yeah, man, I can sort you out, man, but it'll cost you like $1 billion a gram, man. Get the fuck out of here. I could buy Bolivia for that. I don't think so. There's massive exploitation of people and their desire to take drugs, which is why they're illegal. Are there any good drugs? Are there any bad drugs? Which drugs are which, and who would tell you so? Doctors kill more people every year with prescription medicine than all of the illegal drugs put together. Some people are making billions out of us because what we want has been deemed contraband. Drugs, the second biggest business on earth. $400 billion worth of business. Whoo-wee! That's a lot of money. For stuff which is not worth much, really. Not worth much at all. Most of the drugs people want are abundant, cheap, and easy to grow or acquire. The coca plant grows naturally like wildfire in its native habitat. Drugs are not expensive, unless you make them illegal, and drugs are not dangerous, except to morons. According to the World Health Organization, 100,000 morons, I mean people, die every year from illicit drugs. But wait a minute, this is a bag of white sugar. Costs about $1 a kilo. It's made in factories and sold in shops to anybody who wants it, including children. It's a common ingredient in millions of food products, and it kills 3 million people every year, according to scientists in New Zealand. Just fucking Google it. 2 million people die every year from a sedentary lifestyle. Physical inactivity. That's right, just sitting about doing nothing. Illegal drugs are less dangerous than sitting about doing nothing or eating sugar. Fuck, we gotta get some of those people doing nothing onto drugs. Think of the lives we could save. 1 million people a year die from unsafe sex, 3 million from tobacco, and 500,000 from air pollution. That's right, your car exhaust is killing more people than crack, smack, and meth put together. Not only does sugar kill 30 times more people than all the illegal drugs on earth put together, but kilo for kilo, it costs more to make than cocaine. So, who's getting all the money from drugs? Where do you put 400 billion? Under your bed? In a jam jar? Where does the 400 billion end up if not in the pockets of Colombian gangsters with their speedboats and glossy shacks in the jungle? I'll save you the tortuous thought process. It ends up in a bank. Highly motivated and well-organized people ship drugs all over the world and put their profits in banks. Drugs move money from your pocket into banks. Illegal drugs move more money from your pocket to a bank than any other business except weapons. And what the fuck would you want with a gun when you're trying to have a good time? Let's put this argument to bed once and for all. Drugs are illegal, so they make more money. Unless you buy your drugs using seashells, wampum, or stones with a hole through the middle, your money ends up in a bank. Illegal drugs are less dangerous than air pollution, unsafe sex, and being a lazy fucker. If drugs were legal, coke would cost less than sugar, smack would be cheaper than aspirin, grass would be the same price as hamster food, and LSD would be free with your cereal. Over here we have people having a good time indulging in some boredom relief and exploring different states of mind. Over here we have murderous organizations dedicated to making and selling products that kill and have killed thousands of millions. These are the fuckers who make landmines, nerve gas, napalm and flamethrowers. They run the biggest business on earth, and it's only possible if we keep killing each other. They need us to hate, to destroy and to murder each other, or they don't make any money. So the drugs are bad argument is a bankrupt piece of horseshit trotted out the mouths of ignorant morons. I say we make weapons illegal and drugs legal. I say we've got it the wrong way round, and the real evil destroying our communities and people's lives are the people selling hate and fear and guns and bombs, and the people protecting our species from a life of robotic, fascist compliance are the ones trying to enjoy their one and only life on planet Earth. Thanks. Live in peace, and may your God fade into obscurity, your government get caught fiddling the books, and your nation be overrun with drug users, not arms dealers. Thanks, and now the weather. Human population continues to increase while mass extinctions of other species is now running at over 100 a day as a direct result of human activity. Later in the week, a few outbreaks of violence with a chance of global corporate governance over us all. Have a nice weekend! Oh yeah!